We helped locate Andrew Luster with the help of a Mexican police officer. We then were arrested because I'm not exactly sure, but we were charged with a minor crime such as running a stop sign, okay?
Deprivation of liberty.
Which is called deprivation of liberty.
So you weren't charged with kidnapping?
Oh, no. We were charged with a low minor crime.
All right, there again, that's Dwayne "Dog" Chapman, one of the world's most famous bounty hunters, talking about his involvement in the Andrew Luster case. We've got an update on that. We also want to talk to him about, this case, Time Behind Bars. That was the first shot we saw, and also a brand new show that's coming out. So let's welcome him in, Dwayne "Dog" Chapman, along with his son Leland. And guys, thanks for being with us. First off, appreciate your time, and congratulations on the new show. But let's start with what we just saw there. And Dog, I'll start with you. To see yourself again, that shot behind bars, what did that do to you as you think back and you look back at that time in your life?
Well, number one, thank you for having us on. That feels like yesterday. My hair's a little shorter, isn't it? And I'm a little skinnier, but it's such a vivid thing in my mind. It feels like yesterday. I will never forget that, the whole ordeal.
Leland, what about you? Was that a life-changing experience for you? To look back and think back?
Definitely, yep. I still think about it every time the anniversary comes out. Thank God I'm out of that place, and I wouldn't wish it to anybody else. Yeah,
and the update on that story, by the way, Andrew Luster, again, convicted of rape. He gets a new sentence, could be out on parole, basically 15 years. He'd be in his 60s at that point. Dog, your reaction to that?
Well, he was convicted of 86 counts, so he first had 127 years. He's done about 11 years right now behind bars. The judge still sentenced him medium to high. I didn't hear one low-range sentence. The judge said, one of the girls was 16 and then 17. That's a juvenile, and this one I'm giving you time. He's 49 years old now. She said he'll be, and he's been in for 10, so she said you'll be somewhere in your mid-60s before you're out of jail. According to sentences today, like, say, for murder, very seldom do you spend the rest of your life behind bars, even for murder. So the victims wrote letters to the court, and almost every one of them said he deserves time, but he didn't deserve to spend the rest of his life. But the horrendous crimes, 86 counts of rape, he's very, very lucky. And Beth walked up to the mother and said, Liz Luster, it's congratulations. And she said, for what? Well, no. And I think they thought he was going to get out tomorrow. No, not in California for 86 counts of rape.
Well, let's hit on that. What is it like, to see Luster's mom and have that kind of interaction? I mean, that would seem surreal to me. What is that like?
Well, it's amazing because she said, what are you doing here? And I said, well, I think you know what I'm doing here. A probation officer that was Luster's probation officer was also at the sentencing hearing, and she said, Dog, this is the first time I've ever stepped in the courtroom and followed one of my clients to the bitter end. It's just intriguing. I mean, we hunted this guy for 160 days, knew every single thing about him, every single weakness, every single strength, and we thought it was over when they gave him, the 127 years. For this to come back 10 years later, right about the date of the anniversary, it would have been foolish if I wouldn't have been there. I tried to make eye contact. You know how I am. I didn't get a chance after we got in a fight to talk to the guy in the back, so I was within 25 or 30 feet, and he knew I was there. I'm sure his lawyer said, Dog, the bounty hunter's here. And I tried to get, I tried to use ESP and everything. Look at me, Luster, look at me. Because I just wanted to look at his eyes one time and see. He would not look up. He, passed by me like that, his eyes looking. And he didn't scare me, but I saw the same thing I saw when I arrested him.
And because you're talking about the different dynamics here. On one hand, you have an interaction with his mom, but then are the victims in your mind as well as you're going to scenes like this?
Oh, constantly. Some of the victims I had met before we went after him. One of them said, every time the wind blows, the leaves rustle, Dog, please capture this guy. Please get him. In the courtroom was a couple of the victims. So they were, crying and nodding at me, and you absolutely think of those. That's what gets you going. Is it the money? Obviously, we didn't get paid a dime, but the money wasn't it. Who knew about Andrew Luster? It's what the girls said to Beth Leland. You know, please catch him. I mean, the stories were horrendous. So it's amazing. What the most amazing thing was of all is to hunt him for that many days, and then all of a sudden, there he is standing in front of you, walking across the street in Mexico. I'll never forget that day, ever, ever in my life. And I thought I was going to have the same reaction when he came out of the courtroom, you know, from the jury box, and then he walked out. But I didn't have the same reaction. There was a different luster when he's on the lam, on the run. It was a different feeling.
Hey, let's talk about the new show, guys. Dog and Beth on the Hunt. Again, going to premiere on CMT Sunday, 8 Eastern. Again, congratulations. Let's watch a clip. We'll get you guys talking about it.
Thank you, sir.
They only have a front and back door.
Okay, everybody be ready. Look alive. Here we go.
Where's your back door? Where's your other door at? Okay, use the radios if he comes out. Sonny, come on. Okay, where's Ben at, bro? Okay, he's here. Don't lie. He's here. Search because he's in here.
Door's locked out here.
There you guys are on the hunt. Dog, tell me about it. What I tune in, what am I going to see besides that?
Well, promise, brother, promise. A lot more action. Number one, it's an hour show instead of our previous half hour. Number two, we're not in Hawaii anymore. We're across the United States. Number three, it's of all the kids, Leland is with me and Beth. We're training the bounty hunters and bail bondsmen across the country. You know, we're not training because they're already doing it. We're polishing them up. Country Music Television is a great place to be. We're very happy with everyone there. And I'm the boss, not Beth. And I always used to tease her because the old show was Dog the Bounty Hunter. And I told her, hush up, it's the dog show, not the Beth show. So now I have to admit, it's kind of the Beth show.
Dog and Beth on the Hunt. That's the name. Okay, great work, guys. Really appreciate all you do. Thanks again.
Thank you. Aloha, brother. Thank you very much.